So Dee and I just wanted to say a few words before we had a look at the slideshow. Pegs, we're so pleased to have you as the newest member of our family. Lots of you don't know very much, but lots of you do know all about Pegs. But for those of you that don't, we are just going to give you a little information about him. Pegs is wonderful. He was born in Fiji, Petheli Rokorovano Leweni, the youngest of 5 brothers and sisters. They're all in Fiji and can't obviously be with us tonight, but we're all thinking of them and wishing they were here. Sam, Akila, Buds, and his sister Vanny. His dad, Sakusa, and his mom is in heaven looking down at us.
Okay, a little more about Pex. Pex has worked as a cab driver, as a driver for the Red Cross during the coup, as a creator and presenter of puppet shows to educate people and children about AIDS, and most recently as a tuna fisherman.
This, as many of you know, is what brought Pex to Canada and to us. In 2009, his cousin Jack, who can't be here, but his wife Loretta is, and their babies to be. In 2009, Pex came in 2009 to help his cousin Jack fish, and he's been coming back ever since. It looks like he's here to stay, although he's cold a lot of the time.
Kara and Pex met here. Kara and Pex met here at the rugby club. Kara actually jokingly asked Jack if he had a brother, and Jack replied that no, but he did have a cousin. So in the end, they were introduced, and and as many of you know, they were both so shy that they barely spoke at all.
Pex said, though, that he looked at Kara and his heart went pop-a-doom-doom.
So they finally started dating. And Pex knew after the first week that he was going to marry her.
So they decided to get married, and I'm just going to quickly tell their wedding story. Pex and Kara, as many of you know, had a quick wedding. On a Wednesday night, Kara called me. I was on my way home from work, and she said, "Andy, what do you think Mom and Dad would think if Pex and I got married tomorrow?" I said, "I think they'd be fine with it. Why don't you ask them?" So she did, and they were. They weren't fine. They were happy and ecstatic because they love Pex. So anyways, Thursday morning, bright and early, Kara calls me. She says, "It's set. I've got the JP. We're getting married on Saturday at 7:30 at your house. Don't stress." So I didn't stress too much. Mom and I threw something together, and it was a beautiful wedding. The slideshow is essentially all the wedding, so that although they wanted everybody that's here tonight there with them that day, obviously wasn't possible. So we've brought their wedding to you.
But there are a few things. Pex, in case you don't know yet, you might want to know about Kara.
Woohoo!
No, it's not a rose. When she gets excited, she says, "Goody goody jump ups."
When she was a little girl, she had crazy hair, and she never brushed it. She refused. So we called her Tina Turner.
And I'm not a big fan of that.
She didn't like the name Tina, so when you're mad at her, you can call her Tina. But seriously, Kara is probably the most caring and empathetic person we know. And you are both so obviously in love with each other. One thing we've noticed is that you both always take the time to make sure that the other is safe, happy, and cared for. We're so happy that, Pex, you're with us and taking good care of our sister, and we love you both so much. At this point, we'd like to invite Josh and Kelly up.